Hey guys, it's Kelly from FitnessBlender.com, and today I wanted to share my experience with you, the comparison between doing kind of overkill workouts and way too much cardio and a strict diet versus smart workouts and a smart eating plan. So before we started FitnessBlender, actually from when I was a kid, I've actually lost 40 pounds, and I'm working on putting that story together for you right now. I'm finally getting the nerve to share it, and that's thanks to you guys, so thanks for that. But in the meantime, I came across all these pictures, and you guys are always telling me that my body looks a lot different from when we very first started doing FitnessBlender, and I kind of shrugged it off, whatever. I'm just kind of always constantly changing. But as I was looking for before and after pictures to compile my story, I came across some images from when we very first started filming. And at this time, I was kind of just starting to really get into strength training more because I was avoiding it because I didn't want to look bulky, and I thought calories were only burned when you were doing cardio. Not literally, but I thought that was the best way to lose weight, to get lean, to stay lean, and all this. And you hear that a lot, that you have to burn off the fat first and then you tone with strength training. And the difference between these two pictures, in picture one, I was doing 2 hours of cardio pretty much every day of the week. Really hard cardio, sweating, purple in the face, having trouble breathing, really pushing myself gung-ho for 2 hours a day. And during this time period, I was aiming to eat under 2,000 calories a day, which is ridiculous for the amount of exercise that I was doing. It took up a lot of time, it took a lot of energy, it really wore me down. I felt tired all the time. Now, switch to what I do now, I eat all of the time, and I eat so much. I often eat over 3,000 calories a day. I don't really follow any rule except for that it needs to be real food, and ideally it's something that's going to nourish my body. So, in the second picture, I am, like I said, eating often over 3,000 calories a day, and I work out between 3 and 5 days a week, and those workouts usually last probably 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. Strength training is what has made the biggest difference in both my routines, my health, the shape of my body. It's important to realize that I am not saying that one of these pictures or body shapes is better than the other. The point that I want you to take away from this is that one of these habits was obsessive, it was overtraining, I was undernourishing my body, and I felt really lousy. I had very low energy. And now, in this other way, like I said, it's very easy to maintain. I have tons of energy, I have more time because I've cut my workout time in half, and I never have to go hungry. So there's a very big advantage to these things. Even if you preferred one shape over the other, if you think about the actual implementation and how easy it is to follow along with, I know which routine I would rather have to abide by. So I'm training for functionality. I'm training for a strong, healthy body. And in switching from all of that cardio to strength training and a little bit of cardio here and there, smart amounts of cardio like you'll find in our programs, it has made the whole thing much more manageable and pleasant for me. So I love the switch, but the most important thing I want you to take away is, again, that I'm not starving myself and I'm not over-exercising. And these two things, I see people, they'll tag their friends in my Instagram pictures and stuff like this, and they'll say, we're not eating until we look like this. And it's really upsetting because I just want to tell them and shake them and say, food is not your enemy. Becoming allies with food is how you're going to get fit and stay fit with just this natural ease the rest of your life. So no dieting, no rigid mindset, just eat for good health, And I really encourage you to consider a more diversified, varied training plans. So if you are a cardio junkie, I hope that you're listening, and I hope this convinces you to pick up a set of weights. And if you are a chronic dieter, I hope you're also listening because, I shared this post on social media initially, and I got a lot of people saying things like, well, I eat 1,400 calories a day and I run 10 miles a day and I'm not losing weight. And instead of thinking maybe that's why you're not losing weight, they just assume that they would have to actually eat less than that and maybe run more than that, but that just makes the problem bigger. You're going the wrong direction. It takes a lot of trial and error and patience, so just never panic, but just give your body a chance to sort itself out. try eating more. It really can be the issue that you're eating too little and working out too much. So it's just something to consider. It's not as straightforward as just calories burned versus calories eaten. So open your mind a little. Like I said, trial and error, see what works for you. I am working on that before and after story, and I'm hoping to have that out in the next couple weeks here. So you'll get to see teenage Kelli and overweight Kelli and all this. So like I said, I'm just working up the nerve to do it. Otherwise, this is my my most recent transition that I've done. So I would like to know what you guys think. If strength training has made as big of an impact on you as it has me, I would love to hear about it. Otherwise, I will see you guys soon for some new workouts.